This is Laura from Africa, aka Rogan Ozrang, back at you with another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about why more men are giving up on dating. In 2025, we are starting to see a large surge of men giving up on the dating pool. And it's only natural and normal for this to happen when the negative outcome is higher than the reward. There is really no perks or benefit a man gets to dating nowadays, really. Because even when you go to the nightclubs, even when you're going out there putting yourself out there, doing cold approach, still doing the whole same thing, you're bound to not get anywhere. And just because you may get a woman's social media, her phone number, it doesn't mean anything because the girl can easily ghost you. So when you look at the how fast men are being replaced, a lot of women are unhappy by the fact that a lot of men are not their ideal dream man that they have been conditioned to want. And it's really sad when you look at the trauma, the years of the false indoctrination these women have went through to want this type of unavailable man. And the good men suffer in the background while a lot of men who don't deserve these women get these women in their youth. And this is only the few percentage of men that can qualify to even date or have a relationship, even if we want to call them real dates or relationships. Because something else as well, when we start to look at and peel back the layers of the really handsome and attractive men or whatever by society standards getting all these women, we start to look at on the inside, a lot of their relationships have chaos. There's no structure, there's no balance, there's no real communication, and there's so much inner struggle to where it's getting more redundant and ridiculous for even if a man is attractive enough to get a woman to be with him intimately for a short term and just have fun with him is it's really becoming useless because you already know the end result is going to end bad. And more men have decided to give up on dating because it's destroying a lot of men's mental health. It is not healthy to keep getting rejected 24/7, to be told that you are the problem, that you need to fix yourself, when a lot of times these women are not working on themselves. They're not trying to work on their communication. They're not trying to better the relationship and just focus on one guy. Tinder, Bumble, a lot of these apps have really destroyed the dating scene. And you see how the elites have played men and women against each other. And people have just fell for the trap willingly. And a lot of men can't help but give up when you're constantly met with venomous traps of rejection, being ghosted, even being ridiculed in front of big groups of people. I had a guy friend I was talking to a while ago, and he was telling me about his time in college, and he told me he went up and asked the girl out for her number, obviously, as the guy's supposed to traditionally do by society standards, which is dying out more. He was bold and brave enough to go up and ask this girl for her number after having a conversation with him, and she made sure she said on the top of her breath, "Oh, no, thank you. Oh, I'm not available. Sorry, you're not my type." And people started to look over there and really start laughing at him. Now, imagine the mental damage, the emotional damage, the distrust that is being built within the man because he's going through that continuously. And this is not a one time thing. A lot of men experience not being wanted, having short term relationships, if they're even able to get one at this point, or just having just meaningless, worthless hookups if the guy's attractive enough. It's not fulfilling to the guy. And this is why you see more men are becoming to where they don't desire any type of intimacy anymore. They don't want to go out their way and look for it in the physical world. And this is why AI girlfriends are becoming popular. This is why men are flocking to their rooms as a space of retreat. A lot of men feel jaded. They are not trusting anyone, and they're in their right to do that because the world has presented to them that, okay, everything around you can't be trusted. You're not good enough. No matter what action that you do, and no matter what course or strategic measures you take to better your dating life, it's never going to work. And a lot of these men out here, these false gurus, want you to have the type of wishful thinking to where if you're talking to a woman and she's showing you red flags, showing that she doesn't want you at all, showing that she's not available, they want you to keep pursuing a woman, and they tell you, oh, you just need to work on the words you say to her. You just need to walk up to her this way. Work on body language. All of this is worthless. And the men who are telling you this stuff, they're grifters, they're scammers. They are nothing more than entities that are feeding off your pain. Physical entities that are feeding off your pain by getting a monetary gain from it. And a lot of men are not safe in the dating pool. They really aren't. Because you have to look at, once men are done with money maxing, going on their little self improvement journey, and then they start to date seriously regularly again, which will most likely be in the early to mid 30s for a lot of men if they choose to embark on that path again of modern dating, right? Do you know the type of women you're going to be dealing with? You're going to be dealing with a lot of baggage. You're going to deal with women who are even more distrustful of guys because they've had their hearts broken by the same men that they thought were going to protect them and be with them forever. So now you have to take on all of that burden and fix that woman's problems. And this is a main reason to why men are starting to look the other way. Dating has no perks or benefits for the modern man or any man in general because there is so much to lose. There's nothing to gain from it. What, to just get some type of cheesy intimacy, which you can just do yourself with your own freaking pleasure or whatever you do? It's not worth it because a lot of men are starting to wake up to the notion that everything that they've done in their life up until now, all of the time that they went up to that special girl in class, they got laughed at, they got made fun of, and then their family members, their friends, everyone told them, oh man, you just need to hang in there. Quit being such a little girl and go up and talk to this girl, man. All of these things that these men were told to keep pursuing and dating, it was futile, pathetic advice from people who don't understand dating whatsoever. And these men find themselves in a hollow shell going through the same thing again and again. An eternal hellscape of rejection, fear, loneliness, distrust. Everything you can think of that will break you down mentally every day. And these people are not talking about the situation serious enough, you see. But people like me, we're able to dissect the issue and look at the situation as, okay, if dating is not getting better for you as a man, everything you've done has led to you being mistreated, nothing has improved, and it's time for you to give up on dating and focus solely on survival methods for you only, no one else, because that's all that's left at that point. A lot of men still want to date, and don't kid me, I know you're going to have guys who want to still date out here. Like, I'm not oblivious to that. But you need to understand the negative consequences outweigh the positive consequences of you pursuing dating in today's world. Mental health issues, men having a hard time being able to express themselves, all of that is going to be reflected in dating. It can't help but come out because dating in today's world is just another distraction. It's a resource for the elites. That's what it's become, to divide, to separate you from what you're supposed to be doing for you, yourself as a man. So, in the meantime, while you're giving your energy and power to a woman who isn't showing that she likes you whatsoever, a woman who's with you in the meantime, just short term, if you're even able to get that far and get lucky with her, She's going after another guy while you chase her and give her that validation. The woman that you want will always desire another man, or she will desire to leave you and find a reason to. And that's something that you're really going to have to face. Nothing you do means anything in dating. It's a walking trap. Do you know there's a better chance of you getting hit by several thunderbolts of lightning, you winning the lottery, or catching a horrible, rare disease as a man, rather than you succeeding in your love life in 2025? This is something that you really have to wake up to. Wishful thinking, hoping, putting in effort, work into yourself, something that you're supposed to naturally attract. If you can't naturally attract a woman right now, then you're never going to have one naturally attracted to you. That's what you have to face, the fact that it's over in. So a lot of men are going to find themselves coming to this bitter reality when it's too late, because we have these men out here who is still acting so oblivious when you have all type of information online telling you about modern dating, telling you about how it's horrible, telling you about how nothing works out and you're better off alone. But so many men are going to reap their bed, and they're going to sow it into a very devastating place once those mental issues, once all that trauma, once all that emotional negativity sucks that man up dry. He will regret not listening to men who told him not to date anymore in 2025. But you guys take care. Like and subscribe if you're new. Tell me what else you guys want me to elaborate on in the comment sections. I would highly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I always tell you guys, stay away from the modern woman. Thank you.